right, everybody, welcome to MWFL channel. Yes, we have our news channel. Not the best set, but hey, it's way better than what we used to have, and it's stepping up. I am incredibly excited this year. We are going to actually have video highlights in our weekly show. No more just the clip. We're still going to have those where we have the total scoreboard, we have the stats. You might actually see photos during this with my presentation. We'll have video overlay where you won't see me, but you hear me. I am so pumped. The only thing missing is I need to get a MWFL banner right behind here, right? Or something similar like that. So I'm excited. This being our first show, where thank you very much, Jacob, for mentioning doing this. I'm only doing this because of Jacob. He said, hey, do a show where we talk about, right, some of the other big pending free agents, okay? Yes, we could all look on our phone. Yes, I mean, we could, right? We could do that with any. We don't need me to sit up here and do this. But it makes, what I'm hoping, it makes our league different and better than other leagues is you get live interaction. You get stuff to where you don't have to go look in your phone. Just look at this video. And this is a quick little catch-up. We will also have, I want to do in our podcast, we always do the year review at the end. I want to do like maybe a small 10-minute video, if I can ever make anything go 10 minutes. Everything's always too long. But a video where I'll have like a recap of last year. We had so much drama and excitement last year, from Matt and Dino going down to the wire, and then that incredible playoff game, to Eric and Austin, another one coming down, to Nick making a run, to Austin going for 13 wins, which had never been done. So there was so much. It had to be one of my all-time favorite seasons, and it's great to do a recap real quick, right, with some clips and some stats and some whatever. If you want that, put in the comments you'd like to, or text, hey, yeah, that sounds great, Danny. But today's show, let's get to it. 2 minutes in. This is all about the upcoming free agents that these guys, if they don't, I will mention a maybe, but almost all these guys are available to be drafted, okay? With our contract league, we see guys up and down. We had 2 years ago was like a huge draft, right? We saw a lot of big guns. This year, looking at the list, I honestly didn't think it was going to be that big of a year. I thought, we got some rookies and, nothing exciting. We'll have a few guys popping up here and there. But when I actually go through the list and the fact that it's a 2 QB league, this is really good. So we're going to start right off the bat with the quarterbacks. QBs. All right. Number one, we know he's a free agent, even though anyone else's team he would have him, and that is Kyler Murray. Last season, he finished at QB 10, so he's a QB 1. Remember, anything top 12, other than a tight end, is that position number 1. So, great season. He put up outstanding numbers, not his best. Now, he did make playoffs from real life, but he had a few inconsistent games later on throughout the year, made some boneheaded mistakes. But Kyler Murray, outstanding. He was the reason he had him stacked with Josh Allen, is why, he kept Allen so he can't keep 2 quarterbacks, is why Murray is going to be an available free agent. But outstanding, I already said outstanding. Incredible performance last season, and he would have games where he'd have 40, 30, 50. 6-pack with Josh Allen. What an incredible 2 QB combo. So he is available. Our next quarterback, QB 9, and that is Jalen Hurts. The reason is he's a free agent, right? You can't keep him. I want to say Nick got him, but he's available. I think Matt had him, and it was a trade with Nick, something like that, where Jalen Hurts became available. Is he going to be better now? On these quarterbacks, I'm not going to give too much of my personal opinion because I'm in the league with you guys. This isn't some show where I'm promoting players for a bunch of guys I don't know. This is where I'm going to be trying to draft these guys with you. But I still will give some thoughts on some of them. Jalen Hurts, he was a QB 9 last year, QB 1. Will he be better now that they got Brown, right? I want to say maybe. I mean, with the offense, I don't think he's going to be that much better. It's not like he didn't have any kind of passing stats. This could be good for Brown, right? Getting out of Tennessee and playing with Jalen, and this is a combo they wanted to set up, kind of like Devontae Adams and Derek Carr, that kind of thing, because they are friends and they have trained together before. So that could be more on a personal level and for the NFL. But fantasy, I don't know if Hurts just plays better. I mean, maybe he can crack top 7, top 6. I don't know if his completion percent, like if he's going to complete as many passes to get to that point. I've talked too long on Hurts. Let's move on. Next up, now, both of these, Nick has a choice. He's got 2 quarterbacks. Both of them could be free agents. Now, Nick wants to go a 2 or 3 year deal. You might see something like that on Lamar Jackson. I don't know what his contract space is. Only Nick knows. If he's looking to just keep a QB 1 year, then you might see him go Tom Brady. One of these guys is going to be available. Now, Tom Brady was QB3 last year. What an outstanding deal Nick did to trade, I think it was Cousins and I want to say Thielen and maybe someone else. Thielen, you! Shout out to Nick. Forget you, Vic the Brick. Nick. But Tom Brady or Jackson, he can go either way, right? Lamar Jackson, they had him at QB 15. That's because he was injured, so he missed a lot of time. That's totally misleading stat. But even with the injuries, he was a top 15 quarterback. That's how good he is. So that'll be up to Nick if he wants, hey, one more shot with Brady. Does he just want one QB either way? If you're just going 1 year, I'm okay with either. I love Lamar Jackson more because with fantasy, I like to watch the games, and I don't really care to watch Brady. But if you tell me right now, hey, you're getting Brady's quarterback, I am excited on a 1 year deal. So it's a win-win for Nick, and it's a win-win for our league because one of them will be available. Can't keep both. Next quarterback, now this one, Dak Prescott, QB 8. He was mine for the last 2 years. He was like on QB all-time great 2 years ago before he got hurt. I remember just the games he was having. He was just almost single-handedly, winning games for me, dropping 40 and 50-point performances. Then he broke his ankle. So I was all excited last year. Did not play as well. He struggled in some games. In the end, though, he's still QB 8. He's still an elite fantasy quarterback, especially in a super flex. He jumps up even more. So Dak Prescott is available. I'm sure Austin will do everything he can to get him because... Next up, this is one where it's one of those, another one like Nick. This is Dino Dan. He's got 2 QBs right now, both of them. One of them a veteran, right? Dino usually likes to do the 1 year deal, so I cannot project or predict what Dino's going to do here. But you got Kirk Cousins, who is QB 11, so he's a QB 1, top 12. He's going to have Thielen back healthy. He's got Osborne, Cook there. The same offense, if they're all healthy, he's going to be there, and he's got the man, Justin Jefferson. In my opinion, in Dynasty, the number 1 guy I would want, because Kupp is, 29, and Jefferson's 23. So I love JJ, Dynamite. But you got Cousins there, right? So you take the sure thing, if you're Dino, or do you go with Zach Wilson, who is, if you're planning on 2 years, let's say Dino says, oh, I'm still doing 1 year. Zach Wilson has all the hype, right? They drafted Wilson, Garrett Wilson. They're going to have Elijah Moore back 100%. They got Breece Hall. They're trying to improve their offense all around him. He's gained like 10 pounds in the offseason to get bigger. So who knows, right? He's going to. Both of them are in divisions: Packers, Lions, Bears. Both of them, the Bills, Dolphins. They're both in defenses where they're going to have to put up points to win games. So they're going to both have to throw. Now it's going to come down to the running back. Who's better? Obviously, Vikings and their running game is better than the Jets. But we have to see what. I don't know who Dino's taking. If one of them, and that's another one, win-win. This is just like Jackson Brady. I don't care. I don't care who you keep. If Dino keeps Wilson, Cousins is available. I'm happy with Cousins. If Dino takes Cousins, Zach Wilson's available. Now Zach has not showed as much, so the safer play would be Cousins. But I'm excited if you say, hey, Wilson, he's better than anything I have on my team. I don't know if I'm keeping Mills or Carson Wentz, but neither of them would be mentioned on this list because neither of them are top 15 quarterbacks. So big dilemma for Dino. Either way, he's going to come out looking good, and so will the league with the leftovers. Now, here comes a big one, Deshaun Watson. We know he is a top 5 quarterback if he's out there in Cleveland with the weapons he has. It's very exciting to see what's going to happen with him when he plays. In the meantime, he might not play all year, right? So if you draft him, he might be a guy you grab late and hope he comes back, maybe with the 2 QB league. I'm not going to say too much strategy. Right? Watch it now. But I'm just saying he might not play all year. There's whispers of everything. Suspended 8 games, suspended the whole season. We might not even figure out he could be suspended next season halfway through. No clue. He's there, though. He is available to draft. Here we go with Steve. Now, Steve has another one. See what I'm saying? It's hard to figure out who's going to take I love the fact you can only keep 1 QB because then it opens it up for things like this, which is outstanding. Another thing that is great about contract leagues, not keeper, because keeper you can keep 2, whatever. Our specific rules, it's such a great setup. I really think other leagues should copy this and try to use it. You just need a commissioner who's focused or paying attention, and then everyone else in the league can kind of manage their own team, and then we keep it all in line. But Steve has 2 QBs available. Justin Fields, now don't laugh. Justin Fields, QB 31. I had him in a dynasty league. I traded him after the first month. I was nervous. I was able to get Trevor Lawrence, who hasn't shown so much as well, but still, Trevor Lawrence I'd say for with him than Justin Fields. But Fields did look good later on in the season. He did, where I started to question, maybe I should have held on to him. Fields did look better. Or do you go Trey Lance? Mr. Unproven, played 2 games, put up some decent fantasy numbers. It's yet to be seen how great of a quarterback he will be. He's another one where it's like the ceiling is way up here because of his rushing ability, but the question mark, his floor could be 9 points a game. We don't know.
Hey guys, don't worry. We'll be back real soon for the next episode. Thanks for watching.